Finally got my glasses, man. Sight is good. Liking them. You know, a little bit of style, a little bit of something. You know, a little bit of swag. But let's get to the business, man. You know, Loc Journey. Word? Like that, though? Alright, excuse that rude interruption. Let's get to the business. Loc Journey, episode 2. Let's get it. Alright, and we right back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, same old Rich. You know what we do here is about locks. So I want to really level with y'all today. You know, get y'all hip on why I decided to start my locks and a little bit of the stuff I'm struggling with in my journey so far. So let's get right to it. If you like what you've been seeing so far, like, subscribe, comment, all of that YouTuber stuff. Go ahead, just light it up. But yeah, really, I kind of talked about why I wanted to start my locks in my last video, you know, episode 1. But I really wanted to grow out my hair and do something that would cause me to have and build on my patience. You know, in my childhood, to my adolescence, to my adulthood now, one thing I've always lacked was patience. And when you're talking about locks, it takes about a year to get to that point where everybody thinks of, you know, the nice, mature looking Johns that flow, that swinging. And right now, we ain't there yet. We ain't there at all. It takes about a year to get to that point. So I figured that by growing locks, by taking that time to really learn all I can about them and take care of my hair in a way that would get me those locks, that's the end goal. It's an excellent exercise of patience. I kind of did the same thing with myself back in, I'd say, my junior to senior year of high school, where instead of locks, I wanted to get waves. But the waves, they happen a little bit quicker, not even a little bit, a lot of bit quicker. You know, waves you can have in about 3 to 4 haircuts, but locks, you put time in. So first reason I decided to grow out my hair and get locks was to build patience. That's not the only reason though. You know, I also wanted to grow out my hair because that, I feel like that's more of my personality, is to have long hair. You know, I'm a really easygoing guy for the most part, and long hair, I just feel like kind of suits me. And as a kid, I wasn't able to grow my hair very long because as a kid, I wasn't taking care of my hair. So no, my pops and my mom wasn't about to let me walk around with, you know, extremely dandruffy, crispy looking hair that is not washed, it's not maintained, it's not moisturized. So no, you can't grow out your hair. No. But now that I'm an adult, I take care of myself a lot better than as a kid, as we all should as we grow up. But now that I'm an adult, it feels like the right move for me. So that's reason number 2. And the third reason I wanted to get locks is, man, they just look nice. I've been seeing so many people. You see rappers, you see business people. Every type of person can have locks, and everybody's locks are unique. You get a nice set that matches your head shape, your face. It could frame your face real well. So yeah, they just look amazing to me, and figured that's something I want to have on my head. So here we go. You know, putting in the time to try and get them. But now that we done talked about why I wanted to get locks, let's talk about how I got them. So I had a few different periods of trying to grow my hair out, and like I said early in the video, I really lack patience. So when stuff ain't happening fast enough for me, a lot of times I just cut it off. So freshman year of college, I probably shaved my head 4 or 5 times from fall to summer. And that was, you know, I was dyeing my hair all crazy. I'll probably throw a picture in here somewhere, but I was dyeing my hair all crazy. I was doing the wave thing. And, you know, after you reach a certain point with dyeing and bleaching, you gotta cut it off because that hair is dead on top. We're gonna come back to that dead hair thing in a minute. But yeah, so around my sophomore year, I'm a junior now, but around my sophomore year, I decided, okay, this is it. I'm gonna grow my hair out. I'm only gonna dye it one more time. And I dyed it brown, started growing it out. Started growing my hair out. It took me, I'll say about probably 7 months, maybe 5 or 6 months. And then, you know, I felt like it was at a nice little length. The pandemic had just really hit here in America, and I was still staying on campus. So I tried to start my locks myself, and it looked, you know, all right. But the problem was, you know, I tried to start them with beeswax. And if you've been on, you know, lock YouTubers channels in the past, you know, 3-4 years at all, you know the problem with beeswax. It'll give you that hold that you're looking for. It'll definitely give you that hold. But what comes with that hold is a lot of buildup. It's really a bad product to have in your locks. And that's not to say nothing. That's not to say nothing about people who got beeswax in their locks right now. I just now, knowing what I know and seeing what I've seen, would not do that to myself. The reason I did it then was because, like I said, I had dyed my hair at that point. It was bleached. And the tips of it was still that brownish color, but the roots and everything was my natural. The problem was the tips wouldn't stay twisted, so I had to use that beeswax to get that little bit of extra hold there. And then, you know, a couple days passed and I said, listen, man, I'm not doing this to myself. I'm not starting my journey off like this. So I decided, let me get up here and try to trim off the parts of my hair that are bleached, and then just retwist the rest. Not my best idea. So what ended up happening was I went to the store, went to CVS. I was like, all right, let me go cop some clippers. Get a couple guards, and I can really do it the right way, trim that off, and be cool. Well, I get to the CVS, and they ain't got no clippers. Like, none. When I say those shelves was bare, you know how bare the shelves was in the beginning of the pandemic. It was bare. And I guess everybody was home, so everybody was like, I'm gonna cut my own hair. Well, I had a pair of clippers in the crib that I was using to shape myself up. And they had one guard on them. One guard. Actually, I might have them. I might still have them. Yeah. These. This is the one guard. Focus. Yeah, there we go. This is the one guard that I had on my clippers. And I was like, I'm going freehand it. Because if you know anything about me, you know I'm just going to try some stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm going freehand it, see where I get. And if it's not even enough, I'll shave all my hair off. It wasn't even enough. It wasn't even enough at all. And so because of that little mistake, I ended up having to shave off all my hair because it looked terrible. And I went bald, and come I believe this was May of 2020. I was like, boom, okay. From this point on, I'm not giving myself no haircuts. That gave myself that one last haircut, and I was like, boom, that's it. I'm growing my hair out from here. It's going to get as long as it's going to get, and I'm going to get my locks because I've been playing too much. So yeah, from that point on, I just kept growing my hair out, and around, I'll say November, December, maybe even October, I was like, all right, it's been enough time. Let me try to start my locks again. And I was trying, it wasn't working. I just didn't have that same patience that I'm trying to build, to sit up there in the mirror for X amount of hours trying to start my own locks. And so I said, okay, forget it, it's whatever. I'll just wait until I can sit up there and afford to go to somebody who can start them for me. And in the meantime, I just rocked the high top look. Sometimes it'd be a little bit curly, sometimes I pick it all the way out. But I rocked that high top look for a few months, and shoot, like the beginning of January for about a solid week, because again, no type of patience, I had braids, and I'll drop a picture of those here as well. So yeah, January came and went. I moved to Maryland, and my cousin down here has had his locks for years. He's been going to the same person to get them retwisted. And he put me on. So, paid a visit to her and got my joint started, and that gave me the locks y'all saw in the last video. And that's how they got started. It took me from that's growth of May 2020 to February 5th, 2021. So that's what? 9? Can I count? Is that 9 months? Yeah, that's 9 months of growth to eventually get my locks started. And it's not much, wasn't much growth, but it's a foundation, and that's all I really wanted. Now, since getting my locks started, of course, just like everybody else, then I had some issues. I'm struggling with frizz. I'm struggling with extreme unraveling. Like a lot of people, it has been a month and a half since I got these joints started, but a lot of people think this is like new growth. Nah, my hair don't grow that fast. A lot of that is unraveling. Of course, there's some new growth in there, but most of that is unraveling at the root. So, you know, and that's natural. That's part of the process. But it does, you know, it makes you want to keep the bonnet on and the do-rag on. But, you know, it's the ugly stage, and everybody go through it. So we just gonna have to push through it. And I'm glad you guys are here watching the videos with me. Again, if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you know, be notified immediately when I post a new video. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.